I'm Rachel Emerson, a digital marketing and SEO specialist, and today we'll simplify digital marketing strategies so that way you can grow your practice confidently and authentically without feeling overwhelmed or salesy.
I'm going to be guiding you through today's workshop on the basics of digital marketing. I'm the founder of Dharmalytics, my digital marketing agency that works exclusively with wellness and beauty professionals, helping you to create a marketing strategy that's sustainable, easy to follow, will save you money, and add incredible value to your business in the long run. My quick background is that I started as a massage therapist when I was 19 years old. I've been practicing massage for 15 years and have successfully started and ran 2 massage and now yoga businesses. I'm also still in practice and I own Earth Breath Yoga in Beaverton, Oregon. I completed my undergrad in business and marketing 10 years ago, and it has been such a foundational step in starting and growing my businesses. Since then, I've learned so much through actually owning and growing my businesses, and I'm so excited to be able to share some of this knowledge with you today.
Up next, we'll cover 5 simple steps to optimize your Google business profile for maximum visibility. Your Google business profile is like a digital storefront. It's often the first thing potential clients see when searching for wellness services nearby. When optimized correctly, it can help you attract more local clients, build trust, and fill your schedule, all without spending a dime. Let's jump into step 1, claim and verify your profile. The first step is simple but crucial. Make sure you've claimed and verified your Google business profile. Without verification, your profile won't appear in searches and you won't be able to make updates or improvements. Is your profile verified? If not, make a quick note to double check this today. Step 2 is all about making sure your profile is fully filled out. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to create a Google business page for your business. So first things first, I typically just go to Google and then I type in create Google business page. And first thing comes up, first couple things, get listed on Google, sign up for a business profile. So I'll click on that first listing. And then you can see that it gives you manage now or sign in. And that's great. The sign in is obviously what you'll pick if you have already created one. So I'm going to click manage now. And then I will use another account. Then you'll enter your password for this. All right, so you'll go here and then if you have a page, you'll just click sign in or you can click manage now. And so since I'm already signed in, you can see that it already popped up. This is what I want. Hi, Rachel, and this is coming from my Portland Sugar Waxing Studio at gmail.com email. So I'm choosing for this local store because I want the customers to visit my business in person. I'm not going to be traveling to them and it's not just an online store. So it's a local store. And then you search for the services that you provide. So if you provided massage, then you could do massage spa, massage therapist, kind of depends. They even have something for erotic massage. Okay. Acupuncturist, naturopath. So it just kind of depends on what you do. But we do waxing for this fake business. So waxing hair removal service next. And then I'm going to say 123, actually. Okay, 123 North Division Street. What's an address in Portland? Two 97221. There we go. And then we'll do next. And then you would go put your business on the map, and you can keep those checked if you want to. I personally prefer that less is more. And then you would click continue. Now, I'm not going to click continue because this isn't a real business. But if this were a real business, this is what you would do. You'd click continue and then follow any prompts after that. But if I click continue, then this is going to make my business listing live, which I don't want to do because then I have to mark it as closed. So that's how you set up your business profile. In a further video, in a follow-up video, I'm going to show you how to best optimize your Google business listing so that way you drive more traffic to your website. See you soon. Let me know if you have any questions or comments, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Your profile is like an online resume for your business. Every detail matters. Fill out your business name, categories, and description thoughtfully to help clients and Google understand who you are and what you offer. Pro tip, I highly recommend doing your keyword research prior to filling this out. When was the last time you updated your profile description if you have a Google business profile already set up? Take a moment to jot down one detail that you can improve today. Next, let's add some visuals to make your profile shine. Here's a statistic you won't forget. Profiles with photos get 35% more clicks and 42% more requests for directions. Ideally, you want to include short videos if possible as well, such as a virtual tour of your studio. A picture is truly worth 1,000 words, and on Google Business, it's worth even more clicks. High-quality photos and short videos help clients see your space, feel confident in booking, and trust your professionalism. As a side note, working on your Google business profile will also help you add more value to the sale of your business. Do you have at least 5 recent high-quality photos on your profile? If not, make a note to add them this week. And I highly recommend hiring a professional photographer to help you get truly high-quality photos. Next, let's talk about the power of reviews. I'm going to be showing you how to best optimize your Google business profile page. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing I do is I just go to Google and I type in the business. If this doesn't pop up right away with your business on Google, you want to check to make sure that you're signed in to the correct account. And then if that still doesn't work, then you can just go to Google and type in Google Business Profile, and then it will usually show up as this. You manage this business profile, and then click View Profile. And then it will load again. So after it loads, you can then start adding the information as necessary. So of course, if you click on Edit Profile, it's going to bring up the basic information here. So anything about your business, the name, the categories that you offer, and then the description of your business. You can add an opening date if you want, contact number, website, any social profiles, which I'm actually going to add those in. Let's do Instagram. Can do a menu link. But that's really primarily intended for like restaurants and bars and coffee houses and things like that. So I wouldn't see that as necessary for a service provider. And then, of course, you want to make sure that you have the business location correct, as well as what areas you serve, and then your business hours. If you have any special hours, you can add those here. And then any additional things here too. So obviously we don't do any sort of drive-through. We don't serve food or beverages. So all of this doesn't really pertain to us. If you have a wheelchair accessible restroom, then that would be important to add. We have free parking, but that's just asking about valet. I don't even know what JCB is, so not going to worry about that. NFC mobile payments are for any payments that don't require employees to handle debit or credit cards. And so Venmo, for example, is one of those. So I'm going to click yes, that I accept those. And I feel like that's pretty good for now. So I'm going to close out of there. If you have any photos of your location, I would highly recommend adding those because photos help boost your Google business profile as well. So that's really important to add as many original photos as you can. If you sell products online, then you can add those here. And again, this isn't something where I would recommend adding like shipping products or anything like that. I wouldn't recommend adding drop shipping products here or images like that because I'm not sure what the legal implications are around that. So I would definitely do more research into that before doing that. I would really just make it more about adding products that you have in-house. Again, I would check with the manufacturers of the products that you're selling if you are not the creator of said products, because they might have restrictions on whether or not you can post those products onto your Google business profile. So I just always recommend testing because the last thing that you want is your Google business profile to get banned or taken down or hidden because of accidentally doing something illegal. So I'm just going to close out of there. Now, if you're a service provider, which I would assume that you are since you're watching this video, you would want to edit the services. And so you can see here, I have a lot of different services listed under that. This is intentional because all of these turn into keywords. So deep tissue massage is a keyword that somebody in the Beaverton area might be searching for. So I want that as a service. So that way people can go to my Google business profile, say, oh, hey, they offer deep tissue massage. cool. And then it links to my deep tissue massage page, or just either way, like my website. So it's all really relevant to the types of keywords that you have on your webpage, as well as the types of keywords that you have in your Google business profile. You want them to link to each other in a sense. So I also have set up as an additional category that we are a yoga studio. The name is Earth Breath Yoga. So we offer massage, which is the primary category, and then we also offer yoga. And as such, we have all of these as additional services listed under there. Now you can see that I also have a fitness center set up as the additional category. I really only have private lessons under there, and that's really more for private yoga lessons. So if I wanted to add another service here, obviously we don't do aerobics, cycling, jazzercise, youth classes, Zumba, or anything else. But I've added that there. And I've also added yoga instructor, wellness program, Thai massage therapist, but we don't actually have a Thai massage therapist. So I'm going to delete that. I might actually add in massage therapist. And then you can add in the services that the massage therapist provides. Notice that I typed in myofascial massage. I'm hesitant to put the word release in there because that can be a banned word in Google. So I'm just putting myofascial massage. Unfortunately, that has been labeled as more of an erotic term, which is kind of silly to me, being that they have a category as erotic massage. So doesn't make sense, but I am also not the owner of Google. And I feel like that's pretty good for now. Actually, I'll add in foot massage too, because I know that keyword gets quite a bit of traffic. So you can see here that my edits are pending review and it may take up to 1 day to be published. That's fine. So again, they're going to review it. They're going to make sure that I'm not soliciting services that are not allowed. And just making sure that it stands up to their specifications. There isn't really a lot of information out there about whether or not adding a service description will help your rankings, but I don't see it being a bad thing. The more you optimize your Google business profile, I personally feel that the better it's going to help, the more it's going to help your SEO rankings and especially your local keyword rankings. From there, you can click on bookings, and I would definitely recommend adding this to your Google business profile because it just makes it so much easier for people to book online. You'll see it in the Google local pack, or when somebody sees your business, it'll say book now in that link. You want that. It makes it easier. From here, you can also add an update. So, whether or not you want to just add a general update to your business, you can also create an offer or add an event. To add an update, I always recommend adding a photo. And then, whatever the post is about, you can have 1,500 you can have 1,500 characters in the entire post. And again, I would do your keyword research beforehand. So if the keyword is deep tissue massage, make sure that you are using that keyword at least several times throughout the content of this. And this can be an update similar to maybe like a blog article or social media post that you put out there. What is deep tissue massage? 5 benefits of deep tissue massage, something like that. And then include a call to action at the end. After that, you click post, and then again, it will say, we're reviewing your post. If it's denied for whatever reason, then you'll receive an email about it. Again, avoid words like release because the post will get banned. It'll get blocked from Google. So just go through and make sure that you're not using any words that can have any potentially have any sort of sexual reference connotation to it. And finally, you can also ask for reviews. So you just click on that, and then you'll copy the link, and then you can send it out to friends, family, clients, etc. to give you a review. So that's it for creating your Google business profile and optimizing it. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out anytime. I am happy to help. But otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.
Reviews are gold. They're social proof. They improve your Google ranking and they build trust. Don't be shy about asking happy clients to share their experiences. As a quick tip, you want to create a follow-up email or a text template to remind your happy clients to leave you a review. When was the last time you asked for a review? Write down one client that you can reach out to this week and ask them to leave you a Google review. Finally, let's keep your profile active with regular updates.
We're going to be chatting more about reviews and how to respond to them on your Google business profile. So let's go ahead and get started. First things first, you want to make sure that you go to Google, you type in the name of your business, and then you see your business on Google and looking at the entire profile here. Now, a little bit of precursory information here is that it costs 5 to 7 times more to acquire a new customer. So, a little bit of food for thought with that one. Not responding to negative reviews means that you are actually losing an opportunity to retain those customers. And again, going back to it costing 5 to 7 times more to acquire a new customer, that's pretty big. So always make sure that you are responding to any negative reviews. 67% of people who leave reviews say that they will return to a business if the review gets a speedy response. So respond as quickly as you can. I know that you have a lot to do in your day, but it's really important to respond as quickly as possible. We've all been there where we've forgotten to respond to reviews, or, it's been weeks or months, but try your best to respond as quickly as you can. And of the people who do leave a review, 60% or more of them say that their review never gets a response back. For me, I love it when people leave reviews on my business, on my Google business page, because it's one little thing that they can do. It doesn't cost any money for them to do. It takes maybe a couple of minutes out of their day. And it shows me that the services that I provided for them really made them feel good. And they took the time out of their day to make a public statement about that. That's huge for me. And in the growing phases of your business, that can actually be even more important, in my personal opinion, than receiving a tip, because it allows you to get more customers in the future. Another thing to keep in mind is that customers are 21% more likely to leave a review after a negative experience. So, of course, that's in comparison to them receiving a positive experience with your business. So, of course, always try and deliver excellent services, but also keep in mind that if somebody does have a negative experience with your business, whether it's intentional or not, that they're more likely to leave a negative review. So, how do you actually respond to reviews? So, you go here on your Google business profile here and click on read reviews, and you can see any of the reviews that are currently here. And then you can either click reply to reviews and then reply to any of the ones that you need to reply to, or you can see, or you can click on this tab here that says unreplied. And I personally like to do this a little bit more because it just gives me one clean location of how to reply to all of these. And so, yeah, I would just go ahead and reply to all of these. And when I am replying to them, I would make sure to first off thank them for taking the time another day to leave a review. Make it personal, use their name, talk about the service that they received. And then also to use this as an opportunity to highlight any other positives about the business. So, what does the business do differently in comparison to its competitors? How are the service providers different? Do they have more experience? Really point out the unique selling propositions of your business over everything else. So I hope that that was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. I am happy to help. And otherwise, I will see you in the next video.
Think of Google Posts as free advertising space. Regular updates like promotions or client success stories keep your profile fresh and signal to Google that your business is active. Start simple. Share a promotion or a client success story or an upcoming event. What's one thing that you could post about this week? Write it down now. Let's quickly recap these 5 steps. All right, so here are the 5 steps that you'll need to make sure that your Google business profile is fully optimized. First, you'll need to claim and verify your profile, complete every section, add high quality photos and videos, encourage your happy clients to leave reviews, and post regular updates. An optimized Google business profile is one of the most powerful and free tools for attracting local clients. These 5 steps are simple but powerful. By optimizing your Google business profile, you'll increase your visibility, build trust, and attract more clients effortlessly. Thank you so much for joining me for this workshop. Make sure to stay connected with me online and don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions. I'm here to support you on your digital marketing journey. Now, go out there, take one small action, and start attracting clients while you sleep. You've got this.